The marriage of Bibi Umme Kulthoom Alaihis Salam. The traditions of Ahlul Sunnah clearly state that Umar wanted to marry Kulthoom Alaihis Salam, who is referred to as a child. Why did Umar deem it necessary to marry this child when we know that Imam Ali alayhi salam had an elder daughter who was Bibi Zainab alayhi salam, and Bibi Zainab alayhi salam was baligh? So why did Umar insist on marrying a child? Similarly, in Muslim societies, it is deemed as deeply insulting to marry off a younger daughter when the elder daughter is not yet married. This is also common sense. Bibi Umme Kulthum was born in 6th after Hijri. If we simply rely on her date of birth rather than the Sunni traditions and rightly depict the age of Bibi Umme Kulthum alayhis salam, we can conclude that at the time of marriage she was around 10 or 11 years old. This would make her competent enough to make a decision when marriage proposal was made according to Islamic law. This means that despite her hatred of the dirty old man, Umar had, as evinced in her words of complaint to her father Imam Ali alayhi salam, Kulthum was totally unaware of the fact that she was being vetted for marriage by Umar when he fondled her. Further, it is clear that she had not given her consent to marrying him, which was proclaimed the moment she returned to her father's house. This is very disconcerting, for it is clear that the alleged bride did not consent to marriage, thus the marriage was null and void. No relatives or friends were invited to act as chaperones, but instead the father sends her daughter to the man and says, "If you like her, I will marry you." Can the Nasibi cite any marriage that has been conducted in such a secret matter? This is of course no ordinary marriage. This was the marriage of the Khalifa to a member of the Ahlul Bayt al-Islam, and yet the Sahaba were completely in the dark, and they had no idea about the marriage that had taken place. They only heard of it when Umar told them. Indeed, as a Khalifa, there should have been no shortage of witnesses. There are no witnesses to this marriage. What a strange affair! Did Umar marry her to himself with no witnesses? A man and woman cannot secretly marry and alone, only in the presence of each other. This marriage simply did not take place. That's why there are no witnesses. In Al-Ghafi, there is a tradition that states clearly that if a tradition contradicts the Sunnah of the Rasulullah ﷺ, it must be rejected. We read in Riyadh al-Nadira, Volume 3, page 182, that Umar had asked for the hand of Bibi Fatima Salamullah alayha in marriage. Rasulullah ﷺ rejected his offer. This rejection made it clear that Umar was not eligible to marry a daughter of Rasulullah ﷺ, and this was his sunnah. Sayyidah Kulthum was also a daughter of Rasulullah ﷺ. When rejecting Umar was the sunnah of Rasulullah ﷺ, there is no way that Imam Ali alayhi salam would contradict the established sunnah. When Umar had asked for Kulthum's hand, Imam Ali alayhi salam said she is underage. Umar said, "By Allah, this is not the case. You just don't want her to marry me." We have Imam Ali alayhi salam's testimony that the girl was underage. When this is the case, then how would he then permit this marriage to continue? Was Imam Ali alayhi salam a liar in declaring his daughter to be underage? Surely, a father knows better of this issue than a potential suitor. Next, they mark her death in 50th Hijri. But how is that possible when she was present in Karbala when Imam Hussein alayhi salam was martyred in 61 Hijri? So just who did Umar marry? Kulthum bint Abu Bakr. Since Aisha was the older sister of Kulthum bint Abu Bakr, for this reason Umar had sent for Kulthum's hand to Aisha, and Aisha had accepted. Marriage rules based on narrations found even in Sunni sources said that Prophet Muhammad ﷺ had said that the daughters of his household could only marry those who were from Banu Hashim, and Umar was from Banu Adi. Because the Kulthum who married Umar was not the daughter of Muhammad alayhi salam, the Kulthum who married Umar was the daughter of Abu Bakr. Hadith got fabricated and said that it was Imam Ali alayhi salam's daughter to paint a happy and friendly picture between Imam Ali alayhi salam and Umar. Think rationally over the fact that Kulthum alayhi salam, whose mother was too young to marry these people, marries these same personalities. Does this make sense? I don't think so. Sheikh Abu Ali Subki stated in Sharh Tahqiq that for a man to marry again while married to a daughter of Rasulullah ﷺ is haram, as this pains Rasulullah ﷺ, and to cause pain to Rasulullah ﷺ is haram. On the same basis, we should point out that Umar already had other wives, and Sayyida Kulthum was also the daughter of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So this would similarly cause pain to her mother, Bibi Fatima sallallahu alaiha, and in turn to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We read in Baghdad and Suwaik that Umar had asked for the hand of Imam Ali alayhi salam's daughter, and Imam Ali alayhi salam had replied that she is too young. Umar eventually made Imam Ali alayhi salam desperate, and Umar, climbed the pulpit declaring, "By Allah, I have made Imam Ali alayhi salam desperate, as I heard Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam say that on the Day of Judgment." So here we are told that Umar climbed the pulpit and drove Imam Ali alayhi salam to despair by seeking to coerce him in the presence of others. If our opponents claim that Imam Ali alayhi salam happily married his daughter to Umar, then this makes Umar a liar, for he climbed the pulpit and gave false testimony in the name of Allah. If this indeed was the case, and Imam Ali alayhi salam was brought to a point of despair due to the unrelenting pressure exerted on him by Umar, then Umar had violated the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the process. This is because we read in Sahih al-Bukhari that the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam declared, "Ali is from me, and I am from him." In Riyadh al-Nadira, Volume 3, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Whoever causes pain to Ali causes pain to me." We should point out to Ahl Sunnah that if you accept these references, then you are in effect accepting that Umar caused pain to Imam Ali alayhi salam. This in turn means that he caused pain to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Hafsa, the daughter of Umar, was the wife of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Kulthum was the daughter of Imam Ali alayhi salam and Bibi Fatima sallallahu alaiha. Bibi Fatima sallallahu alaiha was the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's daughter from his first wife. This would therefore make Sayyida Kulthum the step-granddaughter of Hafsa and the step-great-granddaughter of Umar. Is it believable that Umar would deem it fit to marry his step-great-granddaughter? To assert that Imam Ali alayhi salam married Sayyida Kulthum to Umar was not only an insult to Imam Ali alayhi salam but also to Umar as well. We find it difficult to conceive that any noble and respectable family would ever agree to such a marriage. When Imam Ali alayhi salam had told Umar that his daughter was to marry his nephew, then why was Umar scheming and seeking to encourage Imam Ali alayhi salam to break off the engagement of his Hashmi relative of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam so that he could marry her instead? Further, Umar tried to spoil relations between Imam Ali alayhi salam and his family, for Ja'far Tayyar was Imam Ali alayhi salam's elder brother, and had been martyred during the lifetime of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ja'far Tayyar's sons were quite young and orphans. It is forbidden in the Quran for a man to try and create fitna within another man's family. Imam Ali alayhi salam had engaged his daughters to his orphan nephews. Umar had asked for the hand of Imam Ali alayhi salam's daughter, and Imam Ali alayhi salam had replied, "I have arranged for my daughter to marry my nephew, the son of Ja'far Tayyar." This makes it clear that Kulthum was betrothed to Imam Ali alayhi salam's nephew. With this in our mind, we would urge our readers to analyze the following traditions. In Sahih Bukhari, Volume 7, Book 62, Number 73, narrated by Ibn Umar, it says, "The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ decreed that one should not try to cancel a bargain already agreed upon between some other persons, and a man should not ask for the hand of a girl who is already engaged to his Muslim brother unless the first suitor gives her up or allows him to ask for her hand." If Umar felt that the salvation could be attained due to claiming that he was related to the Holy Prophet Muhammad ﷺ on the Day of Judgment, and that heaven would be achieved on the account of this basis, is it safe to conclude that Rasulullah ﷺ's uncle Abu Lahab shall also benefit from this relationship? Yet, Abu Lahab is called the father of flame in the Quran. If Abu Lahab cannot benefit from this relationship, then neither can Umar, who persecuted the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam and introduced countless bid'ahs into the religion. Umar's stance is fraudulent, as is the claim of this alleged marriage. Read in Tariq-i-Kamala that the Battle of the Shatar took place in 17th Hijri. It's an interesting point, since 17th Hijri is the same year that Kulthoom Alaihis Salam is said to have married Umar. If Kulthoom Alaihis Salam was widowed following Umar's death in 23rd Hijri, why do the Sunnis say that she had married An bin Ja'far after Umar, who had died 6 years earlier in the Battle of the Shatar? Answer your question.